Shavyfxhub. So it's been a beautiful day, and we're able to catch a buy impulse at the floor, 2,897, 896, and that is good. 2,892, 2,891. They were all valid floors. So let's look at daily. On daily time frame, it's very important. Start the day on daily. So on daily, we look at the structure of the market and we look at our line chart. When we switch to the daily, we want to see on daily time frame, do we have a break of structure? If we have a break of structure, has the structure been tested? If the structure is not tested, we anticipate a test of a structure, indicating that market will pull back to give those who miss the rally opportunity to join so that they can fly higher. Now, in this case, you see here, we have this is a supply roof in the zone of 2,861, 2,864. That's a supply roof. This roof is a valid roof. It's a valid roof. This zone is a valid roof. So if price comes back there, most likely will trigger. Now we have 2,909. I do not want the daily candle to break and close below 2,909. If it closes below 2,909, tomorrow, even if we have a buy tomorrow, it will draw down and turn to a sell. I will explain. We have here as a supply roof, break of a supply roof, market bought, came down, broke the demand structure, peak liquidity on the ascending trend line. These are all supply roof. Break out of a supply roof makes it a demand floor. So price came back to retest a broken um, supply roof. A return here to respect a broken supply roof here as a demand floor. And price abort came down, broke the demand structure. We are expecting a retest. This is all these things we are seeing here. And we have still one more big sell on the upside. So if price returns here in the zone of 2,970, 2,970, whatever, but anything within this zone is a sell. Now we see after break of structure, here remains a broken supply roof as a demand floor. And the price for 2 days now, we have not closed below 2,908. It keeps that bullish breakout bias intact. As long as price remains daily close above 2,908, the next day candle will still jump up and down. It will cut from the up, it will cut from the bottom. At the end, will remain as a cross. So market is pattern. And when you look at the roof, we have a structure at the roof. We have here as a supply structure, break of a supply structure, retest, retest, break of a demand floor. I'm expecting a retest in the zone of 2,947, 2,948, 2,950. So let's go back to 4 hours. So we go back to 4 hours and okay, let's turn on our line chart. Line chart is our mirror, trade mirror. It gives you trade directional bias and clarity. In case you are confused about direction of trend, you look at it on line chart. Line chart will show you what you are looking for. So we have here series of supply roof. We have here break of supply roof. You can see the candle, BOSC, break of structure candle. The structure was broken at this level and price came here to retest it. It broke a previous supply roof now as a demand floor. And we had a retest of a broken structure 1, 2, before it becomes a demand floor shoe. And we ultimately broke the demand floor and it returns it as a supply roof. And we had a retest after break of structure. So on technical, we are expecting a retest on the higher zone. If price comes here, New York time, New York time will be around 2009-83. But I'm more concerned about price coming into my box. If it comes into my box, it's a sell trigger. So it's already programmed. So once it comes inside the box, within the zone of the box, if if you are creating a zone and you create a zone of 100 people, that means if price enters your zone, even at number one or two, it should trigger your sell. Then your stop loss should be after your zone. That means that if market hits your entire zone, there is a very high probability to hit your stop loss and take you out of the trade. So it's a winner take all. So let's unback our chart to see all the things we are talking about. You can see that after break of structure, break of a demand floor, and the price came retested and we sold out and faked out of the floor of the ascending channel. Look at the floor. Demand floor show one, demand floor show two, demand floor show three, and the price came here, demand floor 4, broke the structure, came back, retested it, making it what a supply sell cap. And we returned back after respecting the structure. We broke it again and turned it to demand. And we have bought one, two, and today we faked out of that structure. We faked out of that structure on a fundamental print. And tomorrow will be lineup of whole economic events, making it extremely difficult to trade tomorrow. There are a whole lot of news in favor of the USD. So navigating against United States dollar tomorrow will be very, very difficult. So everybody must stay very, very vigilant. Tomorrow is very, very volatile. So after that, price peak liquidity broke the structure. It broke the structure, so I'm expecting that market should not close below 2009-08. We shouldn't close below 2009-08 to keep that bullish momentum intact. Now let's go back to daily time frame. On daily time frame, you can also see on daily time frame my purple box. My purple box, we have here supply roof, break of a supply roof, demand, demand, right? Price return, demand, broke of a demand floor, makes it a supply roof. Price broke the supply roof, return demand one, demand two. That is why you see for 2 days now, market has been closing with a long leg. Tomorrow it will do the same until we leave this zone. We have to break out of 2,930, 31, 32 sustained, or we break below this line 2,885 into 2,890 sustained. What do I mean sustained? When you leave, don't come back. When you leave, do not come back. This is what we need. Then from the upside, this is what we need from the upside. So now my litmus test is 2009-08. I do not want to see price break below it. So on technical, I have an expanding triangle with a wick. So let me change it to make it more noticeable. And we go back to 4 hours to better understand it on 4 hours. 4 hours makes a clear statement. So this is the price action for today. And if we mirror it down to 1 hour, it brings it into perspective, into clarity. Now you can see what transpired. It is good to have clarity in trade. Even if you are copying somebody's trade, shall try and know what you are copying. If you know what you are copying, you will get a better result than the person you are copying. That is the truth. So before you copy trade, try and make sure that you know what you are copying so that you can get a better result than the person you are copying. So this is what we'll have an expanding triangle, and these are series of floor, these are series of roof. Now price came down to retest the floor, and on retesting that floor, it's heading up to the roof in the zone of 33. And we are praying for sustenance above that mark. Whatever sustains price on 1 hour above that structure is a clear indication of bulls with money in the market. The bulls that have money, they came to market, they want to fly high. So I may want to make a technical analysis that gives you a clue on how to catch market. Use this clone, and that means we are expecting them around 56, 57, which I earlier posted. So let's take it out so that our chart will be clean. And one more thing to also understand is the descending trend line breakout. So on 1 hour, you can see price create here supply roof, break of a supply roof, demand, break of a demand structure, price came back because it peaked liquidity, broke demand floor and retested. So what I want to see is price deep into this structure to retest again on the same descending trend line so that we can buy for the day from there. So let's bring it down so that the liquidity grabbing will really digest very well. So if it comes into the zone of 906, 907, it will most definitely have to be a buy. As long as the daily candle does not close below 2,908, we are good. We are good. Now, when we look again from the upside, we have a support structure that have held price, and that support structure, let's look at it on 15 minutes and on 30 minutes. So you can see that price dipped itself into that structure and dipped out again, and we cannot say reason for that. Look at this on 30 minutes signifies supply, break of a supply structure, and that sell signal came. If you miss that sell, learn this lesson. Now you see that price might likely drop because they have failed to sustain above this structure. They have failed. I'm saying it wholeheartedly, they failed. So you can see the structure. I'm a market structure specialist. So I'm telling you what the market is doing, and if you feel I'm wrong, please challenge me. So let's look at it on 30 minutes after break of structure, price return here to create a demand structure. Here is already a supply structure, break of a supply structure. You can see a buying 30 minutes candle waged because of a supply structure. Price came back, broke the structure, making it a valid support structure, supply structure. Now it returns as a demand, and this is a confirmation, and this is final confirmation of the demand structure before a break candle. This candle broke that structure, and the next candle continues selling. And when they return, they have failed. They have failed to retain ownership. So you will be watching tomorrow, break and close. Anything that breaks and return here, we break this thing. We continue to break all these things and go. Yes, I said so. So let's look at it on 15 minutes. You see, I am right. So I am right. Even in 15 minutes, I'm also right. Look at the structure. After break of structure, price returns here on demand, on demand, on demand, on demand. Break of a demand structure, they return here on supply. But we are waged by a descending trend line on 30 minutes. On 30 minutes, we have a descending trend line. So I want to see price come back into that structure. And the last I'm going to add to this is going to be I have a 1 hour structure. So let's add that 1 hour structure. So I'm going to delete this line to minimize confusion. Too many lines are confusing. So we have here break of a supply rule, break of a demand structure, price returns here on supply, break of a supply rule returns here on demand, on demand, on demand, break of a demand structure, peak liquidity, return, broke the supply roof, now is coming back. So what I see market will do is look at the structure. The structure is very clean. A 1 hour structure is valid. On 2 hours is still valid. That is why you see after break of structure, price returns here. This might be the foundation for optic 2912, 2912, and the worst that can happen is market return into 2908 and peak liquidity. It looks like something that will go up under the influence of this black ascending trend line. Very strong structure. Look at it on your line chart. Very strong, very clean. It's strong and clean. So market will come here, then upswing. They have been rejecting 2920, 2921, and I don't know why. So it's up to them. So that is what we have Shavyfxhub. So this is what we have. So we are going to stay on it. So let's watch and make sure that the market does not close below 2,908 to keep our bullish bias intact. Break below that will be a violation of daily analysis, and tomorrow marks the end of the week.